The United States Securities and Exchange Commission filed charges against Stoner Cats 2 LLC yesterday, September 13, alleging that the company engaged in an unregistered issuance of crypto asset securities. Stoner Cats, an animated web series, needed around $8 million to be financed, and the offering, which took the form of non-fungible tokens, was able to raise that amount. The most recent move taken by the SEC has been met with vehement opposition by Ripple's chief legal officer Stuart Alderoty. Alderoty called the move taken by the SEC a PR stunt on X, suggesting that the SEC is attempting to claim an easy and quick victory after a string of recent heavy setbacks. The chief legal officer for Ripple made the following statement: "I don't know all the facts here, but I do know that a settlement to avoid a crushing SEC process without admitting or denying anything is binding on no one. A cynic may refer to it as a public relations gimmick. The fact that the SEC consistently comes up on the losing end of substantial legal challenges is what really counts." The statements made by Alderoty make reference to the recent legal defeats suffered by the SEC in the cryptocurrency area. In its fight against the SEC, Ripple achieved a partial success, and the SEC itself was defeated by Grayscale, which is moving through with plans to transform its Bitcoin trust into a Bitcoin spot ETF. Ripple and Grayscale both prevailed, and their triumphs can be interpreted as a blow to the SEC's regulatory policy, as the judges who presided over the cases shredded the regulators' arguments. On the other side, Alderoty makes reference to Ripple's resolve to carry on with its legal battle. In a recent interview with CNBC, Ripple president Monica Long was quoted as saying, "We are planning to continue to fight the case all the way through." Bitcoinists claimed that this statement was made. Other officials at Ripple have stated that the business is ready to take the matter all the way to the Supreme Court if it becomes necessary to do so. As the lawsuit progresses up the court ladder, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse believes that the company's prospects of triumph will grow, citing a more conservative attitude at higher levels of the judicial system. There is a great deal of discord inside Stoner Cats 2 LLC as a result of the decision of the SEC to charge the company. Both Commissioner Hester M. Pierce and Commissioner Mark T. Valletta expressed their disagreement with the majority opinion and emphasized that it is problematic to apply the Howey investment contract analysis to this particular situation. They contend that it lacks any meaningful limiting principle and that it has the potential to suppress creative expression in a variety of fields. The commissioners, by way of analogy, drew attention to the parallels that could be drawn between the Stoner Cats NFTs and the Star Wars memorabilia that were available in the 1970s. They asked a thought-provoking issue, which was whether or not the Star Wars memorabilia, which were essentially IOU certificates for future action figures, would be considered investment contracts according to today's SEC study. The statement made by the commissioners highlights the potential repercussions that could result from the actions of the SEC. They warn that if securities rules are applied to non-fungible tokens in the same manner as tangible collectibles, then the artist's originality may be stifled because to the ambiguity that exists in the law. They argue for the establishment of more specific criteria for artists and creators who are interested in pursuing non-traditional financial transactions, NFTs, as a way to fund their work and interact with the communities of their fans. In addition, they noted that purchasers of the Stoner Cats NFT received exactly what they paid for, which included a one-of-a-kind image of a character, access to the animated series, and the excitement of being a part of a trend that is widely popular. The commissioners are of the opinion that the current approach taken by the SEC could discourage content producers from utilizing social networks for the development and dissemination of their content, which would add to the legal issues that are now being encountered by artists, writers, singers, filmmakers, and other creators. In general, the most recent action taken by the SEC against Stoner Cats 2 LLC and the dissenting statement issued by an employee of the agency show the continuous regulatory uncertainties in the cryptocurrency field, as Alderoty noted out. The Commission for Securities and Exchange Commission's track record in court raises issues about the effectiveness of its approach to regulatory oversight. However, it appears that the only option to put the SEC in its place at this time is through lawsuit. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission is now litigating a lawsuit, and the whole cryptocurrency world has its eyes trained on the outcome of this case. However, for some reason it generates the same amount of controversy. It has always been a win or lose kind of scenario, and there doesn't appear to be much opportunity for a compromise on either side of the issue. However, at this time, one of the users has made the decision to bring up the possibility of a compromise. Mark Fagel, a former SEC regional director, participated in a conversation on X in which the topic of the ongoing disagreement between Ripple and the commission was brought up. In response to a query about whether or not the request for an interlocutory appeal will be allowed, he stated that the points in question include the significance of the case for the entire cryptocurrency business, as well as whether or not there are any rulings that are in contradiction at the present time. Fagel also brought up the possibility of a settlement, which is something that hasn't been brought up too frequently throughout the course of this conversation. Fagel responded as follows when someone asked him whether or not the SEC would be interested in a settlement before to the beginning of the trial in an effort to prevent testimonies from Hinman and Clayton. I think if the SEC is interested in a settlement, it is because the remaining claims against the individual are high risk. Testimony from previous SEC officials, in my opinion, is not a significant role in this case. Keep in mind that the income network at this time of this RT currency at this time picturing a benefit. Wondering what takes place when they lower predictions of have also surfaced. On September 25, 2023, a statement will be made regarding this matter through collaboration with the appropriate network. The network CDO is a fantastic development, especially considering the fact that the new global currency is going to be called XRP. Unbelievable that there is an XRP peg token that was formerly integrated into payments, the decentralized exchange into it. In addition, an additional trade by the name of Uphold has indicated unequivocally that they would never take XRP as payment for their services, no longer an option. To put the cherry on top, every person has at least around 2 billion XRP in their possession. As you are all aware, they have stashed away $1.3 billion in cash and assets. Recent attempts made by Ripple Reserve to use blockchain, a question, there are both technologies and rumors in existence. XRP is going to be the most popular currency. Due to the fact that Google is utilizing cryptocurrencies, I have an unwavering admiration for XRP. Not to be forgotten is the fact that XRP is a very useful cryptocurrency token in and of itself, and we actually have the ability to do so at any time. It came to my attention that the price of XRP has just recently established a brand new all-time high of $50 to $100. In addition, it is not impossible for it to happen place. I will be able to look at something that is physical, and this brings to mind that you have a good appreciation for my XRP coin, which I really do hope you do. It goes without saying that you can do so if you've used the most recent model. When you buy the case package for the Ripple XRP coin hack, it comes with a cap made of Ripple XRP, as well as a number of other cryptocurrency coins. As a direct result of this, it manifests absolutely incredible. In addition to the fact that Ripple there are a number of different agreements that are going to be disclosed each day. Basically, on a daily basis, acquire a brand new partnership, which is an incredible opportunity, and this will only significantly rise when Ripple continues to grow and acquires additional companies in the future. That is the sole point. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.